Alright, folks. I got randomly inspired and I decided I'd build a pagoda and a traditional little Japanese temple pagoda, complete with a small sand garden. There's no way to actually, rake sand, so I used different kinds of sands to make little geometric patterns. You can't make statues in the base game either, so these little piles of stone will have to do. As you can tell, everything's surrounded with these blue lanterns, which for me is shorthand for spiritual energy. This complex would be worth 3 or 5 spiritualism points. Now, this doesn't make much sense to a lot of people, but I swear I have this memory locked in my brain of gravestones or memorial markers or something from an old semi spiritual anime or an old ghost anime or something like that. I don't know, but they have a bunch of small stones lined up in the front and a bunch of other stones behind them in a little pattern, and they look like, regular gravestones. And then they have the slightly taller ones in the back, and it's like those are the head monks. These are the monks that have some experience, and these are the new people, or maybe it was a shrine to a village that burnt down or something. I don't remember. I don't, but it's one of those vague core memories that I have from one of the few times I was ever allowed to watch anime. And I remember that, and that's stuck in my brain, and I'm guessing it's from one of those old shows from before everything got censored or whatnot. And it was a bunch of gravestones, and they looked exactly like that. Well, not exactly like that, because this is Minecraft and everything is cubes, but you get my point. I remember that. I swear it was real. I don't know where it's from or what it means, but I swear it was real. We have your traditional spiritual gate. It's off center and slightly lopsided. I swear this is as big as it should be in real life, because this is really, really big. The original one I tried to copy off of the image was 3 times as big as this, and it didn't make much sense to me. Here's my pagoda. Considering the birch doors look like the traditional paper, doors and screens and whatnot, I thought that would be, comparable. I have the birch birch fence posts here to sort of add a bit of texture and make it look like the building's being supported or held up. The foundation is granite, polished granite. Little pillars here and come into the place. Unfortunately, there's a lot of images about pagodas on Minecraft, but not a lot about how they actually look on the inside. So there's that. I guess this is the pinnacle chamber where we have people meditating and whatnot. As you can see, I also stuck some stuff up there too. I was just randomly inspired. Hopefully this doesn't come off as insulting or anything. Now, I toyed with the idea of making a really religious city, and I don't know, Shintoist and Buddhist religions are actually woven incredibly often into various Japanese architectures and lifestyles and such. I I just thought it seemed like a good idea. Hopefully, it's not too bad. Trying to get these pointy curves standing up at the side here was a pain. I had to cheat and use slabs in some areas in order to give them something to rest on so that I could turn them the right way. Pain in the butt. A lot about this was a pain in the butt. You think it's small now. I had to actually make it smaller in order to make everything somewhat symmetrical. You'll notice that there's a few things here that are quite off, but I tried to make them all be off in the same way so that people wouldn't notice. But man, when I tried to build this thing, some things did go bad and some things did go great. But overall, I like it. I mean, I guess it's kind of boring and a little flat, but I got most of the details right, if you ask me.